Hi guys, it's Nick. Right, I thought I'd do another video today, give you a bit of an update of things in general, and also put a bit of a clip of Monty in, because I know a lot of you guys out there enjoy watching Monty and seeing what he gets up to. So I caught him sleeping on our sofa at home, which he knows he's not allowed to do because he likes to make where he sleeps comfy. So he sort of scratches around, and he's really badly scratched the sofa in the past and he's been severely told off, but he always sneaks back on the sofa. And I came down the other morning and found him fast asleep on the sofa, so I took a bit of footage, which was quite amusing. So I'm going to stick that in here now, and then I'll do a bit of an update afterwards. So have a little look at Monty getting in trouble. Monty, what are you doing on the sofa? Oh dear. What are you doing? Were you sleeping on the sofa? Oh dear. You know you're not supposed to, don't you? You were sleeping on the iPad, Monty. You made a cosy bed on top of the iPad. You know you're not supposed to sleep on the sofa. I can still see you. Little menace. So yeah, that was Monty being naughty as usual. He's a little menace, really. He's an adorable menace, but he's a menace nonetheless. So yeah, I thought I'd do an update today, let you know what's going on with the shop. The shop is doing okay. It's still getting regular amounts of trade and still covering its costs, but we're going to have a tough few months because how our rent works is we pay quarterly in advance, so we pay for a quarter of a year's rent up front. And we just had the bill for the next quarter, and they've tacked on the bit from the last quarter, because we had 2 months. The first 2 months we had rent free, which we negotiated when we took on the lease, but there was a little bit after that which they've tacked on to the next quarter. So we've just had a bill for £5,500 to pay to the landlord, which is going to make finances really tight and cash flow really difficult for a while. We've got that covered just about, but it means juggling a bit of finance for a while. So yeah, that's going to make life interesting financially for probably the next few weeks to a month. And we've had a few incidents in the shop that have been hard to deal with. We had a lady in a couple of weeks back, and we got the impression that she'd changed some prices, but we weren't really sure, so we didn't challenge her on it. And then she came back in last week and she blatantly was switching prices, which is ridiculous. I mean, our stuff is priced very reasonably for what it is, and yet she was taking prices off really cheap items and putting them on fairly expensive ones, and trying to get away with paying less for her clothing. And we realised what she was doing, and when she came up with her items, we pointed out to her that we knew exactly what she'd done, and it was theft technically, and you know, we won't stand for it. She's a foreign lady, and she just claimed that she didn't understand what we were saying, so I just pointed it out very plainly that she mustn't change the price stickers. We know she's doing it, and if she wants her items, she needs to pay the original sticker price, which she did. And I wanted to just ban her there and then and said, you're not welcome in here, but Andrea kind of wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt, so we made her pay the full ticket price on her items, and then she went. But yeah, just the nerve of some people. I mean, we're a small family business, and our prices are very cheap anyway, and people are still switching stickers. And we had a bit of an inkling that she may have bagged some stuff, just straight stolen some stuff and put it in her bag, but we didn't see her do that really, so it was only an assumption, so we didn't really go there. But we haven't seen her since, and I'm kind of hoping she doesn't come back. And then we had another incident which was really unfortunate, where a lady came in to trade in some clothing, and we are very fussy on what we buy. When somebody brings in a valuation, we go through it all, we take out all the stuff that isn't in good enough condition, or that we don't think we're going to be able to resell for whatever reason, and we take that out, and then we give them a price on everything else. This one lady bought in a load of stuff, and unfortunately she just rammed it in a bag and screwed it all up, and it was all, you know, it just looked a mess. Oh, hang on, that's the shop bell, hold on. Right, sorry about that. I'm holding the fort today. It's Andrea's day off, so I'm going to be jumping up and down whilst trying to make this video today, when I could go and serve some customers. So yeah, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the lady. So anyway, we had to turn away the majority of her stuff, and we explained to her that it wasn't in a condition that we can resell it, and some of it would have been fine if it was, you know, wasn't screwed up in a ball and looked a mess. We don't have the time to individually iron every item. It has to be hanger ready and ready to go straight out on the shop floor. Anyway, we explained this to her, and she left, and we had a conversation, or Andrea had a conversation with her. I didn't actually speak to the lady. And then she, later that day, went on to different Facebook groups and all over the place on the internet, and was just really slagging the shop off and being very personal and vindictive towards Andrea. Her brother-in-law also got in on it and was just being very, very offensive about our shop and what we do and how we do it. The thing is, we explained to her the reasons why we couldn't take her stuff, and her stuff wasn't resaleable in the condition she offered it to us. And when we spoke to her, she was fine about it, but she's since gone on and has been on different mums groups and all over Facebook, just saying telling people to avoid us, and saying really nasty things about Andrea. And you know, that was just awful, and Andrea was in bits about it. You know, she took it all really personally. Well, it was a personal attack. So yeah, that was just horrible, and we really don't need that right now. At this point, we're trying to spread the word and trying to get people to come in, and we've got people like this woman who are being incredibly vindictive about the fact that we couldn't buy all of her clothing. We don't, you know, everybody who brings in stuff, we don't buy all of it, we pick and choose, and we're very open about that. But this woman seemingly took offence to it, and is now, yeah, being rather nasty about it on the internet. So yeah, it's just, business is difficult, and these little issues just highlight how difficult it can be, and what we're up against really. So last week was hard work, and those incidents didn't help. And then on top of it all, of course, we get the rent bill, which we're going to have to juggle finances to cope with. But yeah, on the other side of things, I'm still struggling to find enough time to concentrate on what I'm doing out the back here. But my sales are getting back up to the level where I would expect them to be, and they're doing okay. I've just sold, I had 3 lots of 100 badges from that big badge lot, and the third lot of those went at £30. So that's cool. So that's £90 before fees and that on the badges that weren't really worth anything, and I've got the rest of it left that over time I will plough through and cash that in. But yeah, it's like I say, it's been a tough week, and it's been difficult. But we've got the local newspaper booked to come down. They're doing an article piece on us, and we're going to get them to write an article all about who we are and what we do. There's a photographer coming down. It's going to take pictures of us and the shop, and that will be going in the local paper in a few weeks' time. So that should help. awareness and get people in and just continue the footfall to grow and build, hopefully. So yeah, don't know what else I was going to talk about. We had a chat over on Michael Taylor's channel. There were 6 of us UK, I think it was six of us UK resellers, and we talked on there. I think it was a couple of hours we were on live streaming through YouTube. I'll try and remember to stick a link below to that if you want to go over and have a look at that. It was good. We just chatted generally about reselling and about our experiences with eBay and Amazon, and touched on FBA a little bit. There was Tom the English Picker there, Michael, another Tom Flynn, who's just started making videos. Who else was there? Wayne was on there, and Sean Longley, of course. So yeah, I'll drop a link below to that, so you can go and check that out. But yeah, that's it really. Just a quick update to let you know what's been going on with the shop. We've just got to plough on and plough forwards really. These things can be hard to deal with in the moment, but it's one person writing nasty comments about us on the internet isn't going to affect our business long term. It just feels we feel very personally attacked by it, and the amount of work and effort we put in to try and get this established, and then one person can be, you know, that damaging. It's just hard to deal with. But there you go, such is life. You just have to get on with it, believe in what we're doing, and work even harder to repair the damage. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up. I'll probably do another sort of roundup of stuff that's been selling at the end of the week, show you a few listings and a few interesting bits and bobs that have gone out. Until then, thanks for watching. I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now. Hi guys, it's now the next day, but when I tried to upload a video it failed, so it didn't go up. And then today, just when you thought life couldn't kick you in the teeth enough, about half an hour ago we had 2 Eastern European people in the shop, and the lady distracted Andrea and got her out on the shop floor. I'd just popped out, so I wasn't in the shop. I was taking the orders up to the post office, and the man that was with this woman nicked Andrea's iPhone 6 from behind the counter, and they made off with it. So I am sweating buckets because I've just been running around Hitchin trying to find them, because we've got an iPhone tracker app installed on here, but then we worked out that I was actually trying to find, or was following, my daughter's iPhone, because it led me to her school, because that phone says Andrew's iPhone because it's Andrew's old iPhone. So yeah, and they've turned the phone off, so I can't track it. So yeah, we both feel just fed up at the moment. I'm not sure what insurance policy we've got that covers that. I'm sure we've got something that will cover it, but it's not the point. They were very clever, very quick. We've got the police coming down shortly, probably to take statements and stuff, but yeah. So life isn't always roses, and this last week illustrates exactly that. So there you go. I'll speak to you soon. Take care.